I only recently got into the world of Final Fantasy VII by playing the remake at the beginning of this year. It was a game that reignited my love for gaming and made me take a different look at the games I was consuming and how I could approach it differently in 2024 to get more enjoyment from my oldest hobby. I made a video about it, link in the description. My new love for this franchise is only just beginning, but the upcoming release of Rebirth has me very excited. Unfortunately, I will be on holiday when it releases, but lucky for me, I get to play a sneak peek with the new demo that was released today, with a further follow-up demo to be released soon. With all that said, I wanted to go over my opinions of the demo and what I believe it means for the full release. So let's crack into it. So the game has a story so far option where it gives a nice overview of the story from Remake that I really appreciate, especially with my brain with the memory space of a floppy disk. If you don't know what a floppy disk is, then you're young and should enjoy not being old and stupid like me. Anyway, the demo itself starts with a cutscene recapping the last part of Remake before heading into a memory Cloud is retelling to the party with help from Tifa. It's nice to see more character development for Cloud, and it's a compelling and less boring way of doing a tutorial, rather than acting like Cloud needs to relearn everything all over again. Without going into too much detail, Cloud is a lot more talkative and friendly back then. It's interesting to see what has made him into the contained man that he is now in the present day. He is on a mission with Sephiroth, the war hero. We get to explore Cloud's hometown and meet up with young Tifa. This is a great way of building up each character's backstories, especially Sephiroth, without it feeling forced, and as I said, makes the tutorial feel more natural, a feat usually not accomplished in sequels. So story-wise, this game starts off with a bang with a lot of reveals and new secrets that just get you hooked straight away. So what I was really hoping for in this game was a more varied and beautiful places to explore, as a lot of Remake was brown and muddy. And I got to see a little bit of that in the demo on the way up this absolutely gorgeous mountain. I have seen more in the trailers and I can't wait to explore it all. Cloud's hometown just had an atmosphere that I can't quite put my finger on, but it just felt like I belonged there, that I could have stayed forever. I ventured into Cloud's house to see his mother and into Tifa's, who wasn't home, which is kinda creepy that we walked around, to be honest.
You went into my room?
I did.
You went through my stuff? If that's your idea of a joke, I'm not laughing.
Yeah, me neither.
But it did have a fantastic minigame where you play piano. I could have stayed here playing this piano trying to perfect it for hours, but I had to get on with the mission. But if this is the quality of the minigames, then I think I'll be losing many hours to them when the full game comes out. The combat is very similar to Remake, with a few little extra flares. Firstly, I got this new materia that seems a little bit more epic than that of the spells from Remake, where I bring down a comet from the sky. It was hard to cast because this monster just kept focusing Cloud even when I switched to Sephiroth. Oh, Sephiroth is a joy to play as. He is so strong with all his abilities and they all do an immense amount of damage. I have a feeling you will only be able to play him in memories, but I don't even know if there will be any more memory segments in the game. I'm expecting that there will be, but I cannot confirm that. There's also new moves that you can complete with other members of your party, which I didn't get a good feel of how that was, but it did seem fun and impactful. I am hoping that there is more cool options like the comet and even more bombastic abilities as the game progresses, and since this was the tutorial, I'm kinda betting there will be. It's no surprise that the music is phenomenal. It just added so much to the story and it flowed with the cutscenes so perfectly, which are, by the way, as exceptional as they were in the first one. There's still a lot of cheese, but that is kind of expected in this genre. That's what I think anyway, as the new expert in the field after playing one Final Fantasy game. I started off playing in graphics mode, which is the default, and let me tell you, my old eyes can't deal with 30 FPS anymore, so I quickly switched to performance, which didn't look much different but ran at a much higher FPS. I am not sure what exact frame rates there were for both modes, but I can say I much preferred performance mode. The game ran perfectly after that and I had zero bugs and it all looked flawless. This was just the beginning of what looks to be another outstanding game in a franchise I have only just begun to love. It all comes together with the music, graphics, cutscenes, dialogue to create emotion, feeling, and intensity all within a short hour-and-a-half demo. If this is how the game starts, then I have no reason to believe this will be anything short of an amazing game and something I am looking forward to playing the second I return from my holiday. Which also annoyingly crosses over with Rise of the Ronin and Dragon's Dogma 2 release dates. I really shouldn't be complaining about a holiday though, should I? But here I am. Anyways, guys, that is my initial thoughts on the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth demo. It was fun. I had a great time. It looks beautiful. There's so much emotion and story in there. And, you know, if you guys enjoyed Remake, I think you will absolutely love this game. I'm hoping that it carries this momentum through the whole thing, because if it does, this is going to be one hell of a video game, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit down below, smack that like button, check out the other Final Fantasy video I mentioned. I really liked that one. Didn't get a lot of views, but I think it's one of my better videos. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more gaming content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Sticks out.